Hey everyone, welcome to the weirdest open house ever where I talk to you through a screen. This is genre study, this is 9th grade English. My name is Emily Milliken, and I put my email up here so that you can save it to your contacts, hopefully, and get in contact with me anytime. It's emily.milliken@norwellschools.org. So I'm going to be taking you through a quick presentation through Google Slides here. I'll also show you around my Schoology page real quick and just the class agenda board, and then you'll be all set. So I advertise my late night as Tuesday, but I'm here every day before school, and you can also just email me and set up a time to stay after school, and I can make myself available to you as much as you need. So definitely please reach out if you want to meet with me. We will find a time and set it up. So, genre study basics. These are all the things that we're going to go through in each day. When you come in, we review any homework that you had. We'll do a lot of in-class reading because I'm giving you guys some challenging books and we're going to read some challenging language this year. So I'll walk you through that. I'll help you with it as much as I can. We'll do a lot of analysis activities to help you understand the reading, and same with discussion. So you guys have already been so great about this. I've had really good classes so far and really good discussion and participation. That is just a really good way to go through these texts and learn from each other. So I really do a lot of discussion in my classes, and it's really beneficial, especially in these small classes now. It's pretty great to be able to have the time to spend on that. We're gonna start weekly-ish journals. I say weekly-ish just because of the craziness of our schedule where we don't actually see each other every week sometimes. I'm gonna be doing these as often as I can, but essentially it's just a way for us to go back and forth and talk, and I can get to know you a little bit better, but it keeps students writing and it keeps people in that habit. So we're also going to do Membeing. You've already started this. It is 3 different sessions, 3 15-minute sessions that are due every single Friday of school at 11:59. So the tricky part of this is that the 3 different sessions have to be completed on 3 different days throughout the week, meaning that you can't start later than Wednesday in a week so that you would be able to get them done. Other than that, Membeing is a great way just to build up vocabulary, and it makes it so that we don't have to take time out of class to do that. And we'll also be doing some ongoing projects and independent reading, things like that. And hopefully we'll get time to do some other more fun projects later on as well. And then over on this side, we are doing remote learning this year as a combination with the hybrid, so you guys are at home half of the time, which means that you are doing a lot more independent work than you would be. We are all just trying our best. This is new. I'm sure you all feel this at home as well. This is such a crazy year and everything is so different than it ever has been. So it's just a process, and we're gonna adapt as we go, and we're gonna learn new things, and we'll all come out stronger and smarter as of the end of this year. And then the most important piece of this presentation today is that I have created an agenda board for the class, and it basically has everything that you would need on it. This is my agenda board for the entire year. I'm going to be updating this as we go. Basically, the way that you use this is the top up here. There's going to be notes and important information as well as important links that you might need. And then when you scroll down, this brings you to actually all the information that you would need for any given day in class, whether you're remote or in person. So on this left-hand column here, it has the dates as well as the day of the schedule and whether or not it's a blue in person or a gold in person. And then let's say you're period 1, you would always follow this column. So that's a really important piece of this, is that you only pay attention to the period that you are in or your student is in, because otherwise it can get confusing. So just make sure that you're paying attention to only the period that you are in. Let's say you're in period 1, you would follow this down. We dropped on Monday and on Tuesday as well because it was another G day. And then going down to last Wednesday, this tells you that we had an in-person blue day. You guys met with me block 1. It has what we do in class, including any links that you might need to documents or anything like that. And then it also lists what your homework would be and when it would be due. And then the second part of that is the remote piece. You're always going to go here as a remote student and every single remote period, you're going to submit an engagement exit ticket basically, where it counts your attendance, but there also will probably be some other work for you to do, and this is where it will be linked. So you could go into here, you would click the document, and it would bring you to what you need to do and how you need to submit it, when it's due, all of that stuff. So this document, although I think it can look a little bit confusing at first, is really the best way to possibly organize all of this information into one place. So whether you're in person and you want to know what block we meet, or you are at home on a remote day wanting to know what work you have, especially this year because there's such an emphasis on independent work, this is really, really helpful for you guys at home to have an all-encompassing document that has everything that you'll need to know. This is all the stuff that we're hoping to get through in our reading this year. Hopefully you guys have already picked an independent reading book by now, because we are somehow halfway through the term already. And these are always choice books, so it's something you want to read, it's something you're interested in, and it's just a way to keep you reading on your own time. And then in class, we have started Romeo and Juliet already. Hopefully it's getting raving reviews at home and that you are enjoying it in class. I know it's a tough play to read just because the language is so different, but we're working through it, and that's our first piece. And then we're also going to read The Odyssey, which is an epic poem by Homer, and then we're going to read Lord of the Flies, which is a fiction piece by William Golding. And finally we'll read Night, which is a nonfiction piece by Elie Wiesel. And hopefully we will have time to get to some additional genres through these short stories and added pieces throughout the year, but really the emphasis is getting through this, especially with our shortened time together. And then there's the writing component, which I talked about the weekly-ish journals that you'll be doing and starting next week. And then we will also do in-class writing, we will do some critical paragraphs, and we'll definitely do some essays, whether they be motif or thematic, or maybe some persuasive essays later in the year. And we'll also do some creative writing, so whether it be narrative, where you're writing from someone else's perspective, or you're writing letters, things like that. There'll be plenty of opportunity for a wide range of writing styles. And finally, we'll do some grammar. We're going to learn some new grammar, but we're also going to be reviewing some other grammar that you learned hopefully in past years. And the best way for us to do this is to really implement the grammar through your writing. So I'm going to have you practice with this, and I'll help you through it. I know grammar is a little bit intimidating, but we'll make it easy. So quickly, just before I get to this, I'm just going to show you around my Schoology page and show you how you access all the main stuff that you would need to know. So basically, when you open your Schoology, it will open to all of your courses. You would click in, let's say you're in period 1 again, you would click into that page for Schoology, and this opens to my Schoology page. So it populates on the materials tab, which is really helpful and intentional because it brings you to where the genre study agenda board is linked. So that means that you can get to that link directly from here, or you can also access it. I posted it in the updates, as well as I sent out an email with a link as well. So whether or not you want to access it on Schoology or through the link itself is up to you. I think it appears a little bit more clearly in the docs link itself, just because Schoology, it's a smaller window, so you might have to scroll some more, but it's here nonetheless. And then you would scroll down, and this is where all of the assignments would be. So you could go into any of these assignments. It would tell you any directions if I have any posted there, and then as well as anywhere for you to submit anything. If you were uploading documents or a submission, this is where you would go in the materials tab, and you would find what you're submitting and upload it that way. And then finally, there's the gradebook piece where you would go in and you would be able to see your grades on Schoology that way as well. But this on the materials tab is where you would be actually uploading the document itself. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. Okay, so got through that. Hopefully it was brief but informative. If you have any questions, I really want you to feel free to always email me, reach out to me, whether it be by email or by phone. So again, my email is emily.milliken@norwellschools.org, or you can call me at Norwell High School. My extension is 1365, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'm really looking forward to this year. It's been really nice to meet all of you so far, and hopefully I'll meet some more of you in real life coming up. But in the meantime, please let me know if you have any questions at all. I'm always here to talk to you and answer any questions. Thanks.